Today's review is exclusively shot on the SLR Magic 8mm lens on a micro four thirds that's a crop factor of 2 for 16mm. Gives a nice creamy vintage. Let's go. Everyone, what is going on, my friends, my friends, my friends, my friends? Here we have something that you should have, regardless of brand, but I love this one. Something you should have for your video production workstation. If you don't have studio monitors, what are you doing with your life right now? Because sound design is one of the most important things when it comes to the craft. Let's go. Previously, I've been using a pair of Harman Kardon speakers. Excellent quality. Metal great. The build on these is actually phenomenal. Issue is the pot switch started going out. So as I turned it, it basically had a lot of static and you couldn't hear it, or you could hear it and it had static, or you could hear it and it sounded fine. You have to find that perfect spot in the volume and keep turning it back and forth endlessly. And yeah, I could have replaced the pot switch. I don't do that kind of stuff, but you know what? I felt it was time to toss those out and get something that was of the level of quality that I should work with. So I got the Les Paul LP4 Tobacco Burst studio monitors. Let's get into it. Took the liberty of pre-cutting everything because everyone cuts the box open with a knife. You got to open it. So why? Come on, it's not that serious. To get these out, I'm going to invert it. Slide the box ever so smoothly off. Put that one to the side. And then tilt it back up. It's a nice gold colored box, Gibson all around. You pop that open. That open. Take your styrofoam retainer out. Put that to the side, and the next thing you have, you're greeted by this beautiful OMG velvet bag. There's a manual, same color as the box, beautiful, and your power cord. I'm gonna put that back in, put it to the side, and let's get down to this velvet slick bag right here. Within this bad boy is a studio monitor like none other. And I say that because as a music producer, I owned my own record label back in the day, and producing music, I had KRKs. Great monitors. Nothing bad to say about them. One of the things I didn't like about the KRKs, I had an artist come in, take his finger, and touch the tweeter cone. He touched my tweeter cone. Now my tweeter cone forever had a dimple in it, a push-in, a dent, whatever you want to call it. I paid good money for those. You know what I felt like doing to him? I'm not even going to talk about it. Let's move on. So, in this beautiful bag is a LP4 Les Paul Tobacco Burst studio monitor. Let's go ahead and derobe it and set that. What? Whoa, my gosh. What? Hold on a second. Inside is velvet. Let's polish that up real quick. I imagine it's already looking great, but let's just do it for the camera. What? Rub that. I'm sorry. That was a bit excessive. I'm sorry. Let's move on. One of the things you're going to notice right off looking at this monitor is that it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It is inspiration embodied. If you're a cinematographer, a videographer, some type of content creator, filmmaker, you need items like these to help feed your creativity. I mean, this is an awesome look. Just look at it. It's absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. If you look up monitors on any of the major sites, American Musical, Zounds, BH Photo, any of the major musical sites, you're going to see a certain standard of monitor, which is uncovered tweeter, uncovered woofer, concave front, Maybe you'll find some color every now and then, white, mostly always black, a yellow cone. And maybe if you're lucky, you can get Rockville sight and they're in stock, some rosewood fronts. They're actually pretty good. I like Rockville. But this baby has a metal grate, much like my Harman Kardons. No one's ever going to touch my woofer. No one's ever going to touch my tweeter. You know why? Because under this protective cover, and we remove that, we find that there's another protection piece there. Talk about quality. You can buy KRKs that outprice these all day, and they'll still come unprotected. Next, the sound quality is phenomenal. I mean, Gibson's putting their name on them, so they're not going to produce garbage. You know this. In the back of it, you have a volume control, your bass and treble EQ. You have your inputs, which is an unbalanced RCA jack, as well as a TRS combo jack XLR. There's a standby button. Essentially what the standby button does is protect the unit and power it down, although your Gibson light will always be lit. It protects it and powers it down when it's not getting an active signal of sound. Awesome. And then you have your standard power connection and power switch. You also note there's a reflective Les Paul sticker on the back. As well, if you're able to look through the grill, you'll see that there's a Les Paul signature on the woofer. When I say quality, this thing is built like a tank. It's heavy as any other monitor out there. It has the connections you need to hook up anything you need to hook up to it, as well as you can control your bass and your treble. Guys, come on. Why? The reason I bought this, and I'll tell you, I was going to get the Rockville 6-inch ones. They went out of stock. Like I was looking at them literally within a day or two, out of stock. They had the 4 inches, which were less expensive. And I was going to wait or go through. I put a notification to let me know the Rockville was in stock, but it didn't happen. So a week later, I'd known about these for some time, quite some time. But I got a little bug in my ear that stock is dropping on these. The 8s were already gone. There were the 6 and the 4s. And if you want to get any left, these were the last few that even were floating out there as far as in the online store or on shelf. So if you want them, you better get them because they're going to be gone. Gibson's website doesn't have them listed, and they're going to be a collector's item. Crazy. And they sound awesome. So, sound design. When you're dealing with sound design, you want your cinematography to mimic life in its way of sound. What I mean is, suppose you're recording a scene, and a car drives from left to right. You're going to want the sound coming out your speakers to emulate the sound of that car driving from left to right for your viewers. Now, if you're rocking raggedy speakers or you're just mixing in headphones, you're probably missing the ambient street sounds. You might be missing conversational tones. You're missing the things that you need to add in sometimes that are normal sounds. You don't have to record them in the wild. You can find them in all kinds of places. But your sound design is key. When you have a monitor system set up at the proper angles, the sound seems like it emits from directly in front of you, from the sides of you, from behind you. It's crazy. And to properly do a movie again, you could have somebody sitting at a table here, but there's another conversation background here. Sound design. You want to make sure that when you spatially put your sound out there for your video, your image corresponds with the sound that your listener should be seeing on screen. Why would you want to do yourself a disservice and not get monitors to do the best possible job to produce the best sound for your project? And I in no way say get Les Pauls. I just say, hey, if you're going to do it with a fine-ass monitor. Having said that, one of the things I did want to share was, because I signed up for whatever I signed up for or whatever, they gave me like a $20 discount code that people can use to buy anything on the site. So I linked it somewhere in the card or below or what have you. But it's a good deal. I mean, you're going to save $20 on whatever you buy. So I think there's some kickback for me. I don't know. Honestly, they didn't read it. Didn't really care about it. I saw, ooh, man, let me share this. I'm sure I'll go back and read the details and see what I get out of it. I don't know. Maybe they'll, I don't know, take percentage off. Oh, that was the other thing that was big. So yes, if you use the discount code, the $20, and you buy something, they actually go in and make someone else's payment who was on a payment plan with them. Random person, make a payment. A kind of a pay it forward system. That's why I want to share it. That's hot. I love when companies look out for their consumers. Yeah, we spend a lot of money with you, but sometimes when you do something for us, it's really nice. And by me sharing it and you buying it, somebody out there, don't know who you might be randomly, but hey, Zounds, American Musical will actually hit you with a free payment. Now, how are you going to beat that? So, I don't know about Zounds. I've used Zounds in the past. So I'm using American Musical right now. So yeah, I didn't have to put all my money out. I just put the down payment on these. I put it for like 3 payments. I don't like paying stuff for a long time. I like to get it done, keep it pushing. But yeah. Let's take a look at these on my desk. Normally, I would have my monitors on stands. And I actually ordered some monitors when I ordered these stands. Unfortunately, the stands didn't come in because they're brand new. They're the Gator clip-on desk stands, and they're so new that they're on back order, and I haven't received them yet. So American Musical, if you could send my stands, I would appreciate it. Otherwise, check out how beautiful the monitors look on my desk. Well, I hope I gave you guys some downright awesome reasons to get studio monitors for your video production setup. They will pay for themselves. You don't even have to trust me. They will pay for themselves. Really, they will. And they'll last forever. They're not like regular speakers. They're built like a tank. So, having said all of that, hey, guys, share the discount code. I want as many people to get payments paid for, as many of you to get something at a discount. So, hey. Share it, please. That's why I want to share it. I want a random payment paid for me. Hey, it could happen. But hope you liked the video. Hope you learned something. Look at that monitor. It's beautiful. Guys, remember, subscribe. Hit that notification bell and hit that like button. And share the video. Have any comments? Leave them below. I will answer. I love talking to my community. Hey, until next time. Gibson Les Paul. Let's go.